Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Kristen, and you've entered into a juicy place to hang out and do nails. Please consider liking and subscribing, and if you want to see how I made these cute cherry nails, just keep watching. Today's set is inspired by Sugar Honey Nails from Instagram. So I don't have very many acrylic powders, so to spice things up for myself, I mixed together the 3 colors I have from Young Nails, which was 2 nudes and a white. And the resulting color was, surprise, surprise, a chalky nude. The tips that I'm using are 3XL and they're from AliExpress. And you might be wondering why there's already acrylic on these tips. And that's because I wanted to see if I could make my life a little bit easier since I'm very new to sculpting and building nails. The last time I used tips, I glued them on and it just took a really long time and it was kind of frustrating. So I decided to use base coat this time and it worked so much better. What I'm doing is using a little USB lamp that I got from AliExpress, and it was just so fast. I just flash cured them on and did a full cure afterwards. Okay, and we're on to building, and oof, I feel like my experience, or my rather inexperience, really shows through during this part. It's so lumpy, and I've watched enough YouTube tutorials on acrylic to know that this isn't great. But, you have to start somewhere, and it's okay. They turn out good in the end. As for my thoughts on adding the acrylic to the tips beforehand, I'm into that. I think I will continue to do that, specifically if the tips are long, too. If they're short tips, I don't think I would bother, but I think it did help me since I'm a newbie. Let's chat about nail length for a moment, because the desire for longer and longer nails is a new feeling for me, relatively new. When I first sculpted nails, they were hilariously short compared to what I'm doing now. And I've said this a few times to my friends, but the longer my nails are, the more powerful I feel. And that's also funny because the longer my nails are, the harder it is to do anything. I mean, I've gotten a lot better, and, adapting to life with long nails is definitely a process, and you have to want it. So, and I wanted it. I wanted that power. The 3XL lengths that I've been able to get from AliExpress have been satisfying my desire enough, but I definitely want to try to get longer nails. I've had my eye on the 5XL from Nail Couture for a long time. Sorry, the 5XL coffin shape. I just feel like those nails are amazing and I cannot wait to try them. So that's going to be my next step up in length, and see how I manage with that. And I will go longer than that, I think. Like I have long nail dreams, and I know it's really shocking for the average person, but it's fine. I don't mind a little shock value. The only thing I haven't really been able to figure out how to do with long nails is buttons. So to adapt to that, I just stopped wearing pants and shirts and things with buttons. Oh, and I also really struggle with eating with chopsticks when my nails are really long. It's like there's just too many long sticks. By far the best part about adapting to long nails is that it really forces you to slow down, think about how you're approaching how to do things, be really aware of the spaces around you. Like, it forces you to be mindful. And even though that can be really frustrating at times, I thought it was a really nice part of the process. If anyone watching has tips for me on how I can improve, I'm more than open to the constructive criticism because I want to learn and be better and maybe even help other people learn. I don't know, we'll see. All right, how fun. This is how they're looking before filing, like a lumpy mess. And yeah, let's move into filing. So I used the e-file to take down the bulk of the nails, but I didn't really use it for the sides that much. Filing literally takes me so long. I don't show even a fraction of it here, it feels like, because once I switched to the hand file, I was at it like for the rest of the evening, but I take breaks from it and stuff because I'm still kind of understanding how the shape is supposed to look, how sculpting even works, and just getting my head around this 3D perspective. And so, yeah, I spent like all evening filing these. And eventually I left my desk and I just laid on the couch with my hand hanging over, just filing at it like that. And, just vacuuming it up later. You can kind of tell from this footage that it's like I file a little bit and then I check, and then I file and then I check. And I just keep doing that because it's all new to me. Here we are into the next day, and who would have thought these were so chunky, lumpy? They look so dainty on camera, and in person, I know that there was a couple of lumps that I was still like kind of worried about, but no, I'm happy with my progression and how they turned out. So for some reason, Saviland in this gel liner kit I got released 3 of basically the same color, like the slightest differences. And I just picked the one that I thought looked the juiciest. I don't know. I just picked one and went with it. It looks a little hot pink on the first coat. Actually, it looks hot pink on the second coat too. It's a hot pink. This is my second time doing a French tip, and my shape is kind of oval. Other people on YouTube that I watch, I realize after, their smile line is more almond shaped, more kind of slender. And yeah, mine has this kind of more of just like a rounded rectangle look. So that's something I'm going to consider and try working on for the next time that I do this. Right now, I'm applying the second coat of the gel polish. Here's a quick unboxing. I finally got some new base coat and some new top coat from Modelones. After I cured the gel polish, I went ahead and put a top coat over it, just because the gel polish remains kind of sticky, and I was doing laundry in between doing my nails, so I wanted to make sure I didn't get any like fluffies or anything stuck in the gel polish. Now I went directly on top of the acrylic with the gel polish. There's no base coat in between. And I think that might have been a rookie move, because I realized in a moment here when I wipe off that streak from the middle nail, that it actually stains the acrylic. So, if I got some pink in a spot that I didn't want it to go, then, I was kind of fucked, basically. And I realized this around this point, but I still didn't go ahead and do the base coat. I just decided that I would be extra careful with all the rest of the nails. Look at me lining up everything. I think I'm so smart doing this. The reason I'm laughing at myself is because I totally mess up the thumb and make it too short, like make the beige nude part too short. But anyway, you'll see that in a second. Man, doing the smile lines are really challenging. People that I see online do it, make it look a lot easier than what I felt like I experienced. Okay, yeah, so here I'm like, oh yeah, I got the length right, I measured it out, but like as I was doing it, I was immediately like, no, the thumb needed to be longer, like the thumb is bigger in scale anyway, so I should have accounted for that. But I figured since I had already put that line down and the pink stains the acrylic, that I just had to accept it and go with it. And it still looks good. Like, I don't think anyone would really notice, to be honest. I remember this brush I'm trying to use to clean up being so bad. Like, I'm just using brushes from the dollar store and they're so crusty with gel. If anyone knows how to keep your gel brushes clean, please let me know. The trick is probably to not use brushes from the dollar store. All the fingers are getting top coated except for the middle nail. On that one, I applied a base coat because I was planning on doing some lettering. So far in my nail career, I have never planned out a set. And for this one, I did make a plan and then I just completely didn't follow it at all, like not even close. Previously, I've been filing the backs of my charms to have better adhesion, but it occurred to me that I could probably get that same result from base coat. So that's what I'm doing. Base coat can do everything. Honestly, it's my favorite part of making nails. It's so versatile. Oh, it's cherry time. But yeah, that trick with the base coat and the charms worked incredibly well. They were so stuck down. Now I'm adding some lettering. It's going to spell baby. I just had it in my head that this set was going to be called Cherry Baby. And I think that's because subconsciously that's the name of my car. So yeah. These are my nails to match my Cherry Baby car, I guess. These nails turned out so summery. I wasn't really expecting that, but I never really know how it's going to go until it's done. But yeah, very, very summery. I'll have to break out that color again. And yeah, here we are. They're all done. I think they look really cute. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.